Episode 15. Yowzers.
In a world where you're a goner, if you leave without your armor and you come across a spawner, yeah, that's Breadstick's world. It's a world full of creepers, Endermen, and jukebox speakers, shulker boxes full of everything you need to survive Breadstick world.
Alright, dudes, thanks for coming back to the Glade. I'm pumped. Episode 15. Let's get right into it. We got a lot to do today. So the first thing I want to do is show off the farm barn area. It probably looks a lot. Oh, we're getting this pumpkin get ready smashed. Let's watch this pumpkin get smashed. Our melon. I'm sorry. Let's watch this melon get smashed. It already happened. We missed it, but there it is. It's floating. So you can see we've made a lot of changes, and the biggest change, the Navy Nexus farm we had right here, dudes. It broke. It broke. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's something I did. I don't know. It was working. We had a lot of stuff, and it broke. So what happened was I got the pumpkin farm all put in like I told you dudes I would. I said I was gonna get it put in so that the next time we were all together, we could see it run, and I'd walk you through it. This is a Breadstick Ninja design, yeah? Breadstick Ninja. It's basic. It's nothing crazy, right? But it is mine. So I put this in, and I went ahead and I hooked up an elevator, and I wired in some hopper chain, so it were actually feeding into our auto storage. And I was super pumped, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go AFK. I'm gonna get some stocks on some stuff. So I flipped the switch on the farm, on the zero tick farm, and I was sitting right here, just chilling, and everything. It like flooded out, like something broke and water came flooding out, and it broke all my redstone from my sorter, and it was just, it broke the redstone. You can see the sea pickle farm was right here on this side, and now the sea pickle farm is like way down here. It broke the redstone on that. It was just a mess. It was a mess. So I'm like, okay, that's weird, right? So I must have done something wrong. So I went ahead, I got back in the guts of it. I was like all getting up in it. I got back in the guts of it and fixed it, put everything back together, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go AFK again, right? So I flipped it on and I sat here right in front of the screen for a few minutes, watched it run. Everything was going well, man. We got plenty of bone meal and kelp is full, and we were trucking along. We had quite a few stacks of cactuses, and we were trucking right along. I'm like, okay, this is working. We're good. I went and sat down on the couch and watched the show, and I came back like, I don't know, 30 minutes later, and it was all broken. It was all broken again. It flooded, everything broke again, and then everything that the water washed up, all the redstone despawned, and it was just all gone. Oh, I was so mad. Rage quit. It was a rage quit. And we're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about that a little bit as we build an iron farm, because that's today's episode, iron farm. I didn't mention that. There goes our torch flashing. Well, that's the goal of today. By the end of the day, I want to be automatically farming iron. And I know the update's not out yet, so we're not going to be getting the crazy iron farm rates that we can be expecting with the new update. But we will be getting some iron, and I'm going to be glad of that. But anyway, everything just spawned. I was mad. I rage quit. I came back. I tore the farm down, and I just built in these small little farms so that we're farming everything again, with the exception of bamboo. We're not farming bamboo. And I didn't know this, but bamboo doesn't actually, you can't put bamboo in a composter. I just found that out. So I'm kind of glad we're not auto farming that right now, because I don't want to clog up our composter. So anyway, we've got a zero tick sugarcane farm right here. Now this is probably going to break in the 1.16 update, because this is a water-based zero tick, and water-based zero tick's not going to be any good in the new update. But I just put in a one slicer just so we can run it. And basically, whenever I'm in the area, I'm just going to turn it on and let it run. And it works pretty good. So we're going to run that for a while. We might end up having to replace it. So we put in a one slice sugarcane. I put in a two slice. Can't really see it. Let me walk back to the back of the cactus farm. You can kind of see it. I put in a two slice kelp farm. And that runs really quick. It's a zero tick also. It actually zero ticks the sand underneath. So it should be good. But the pistons are moving water, so that might end up deleting the water source block, so that might not work in the new update. I'm not sure, so we might end up having to change that too. And then the cactus farm, honestly, we got a pretty good amount of cactus. I'm not super worried about getting crazy cactus, so we just put in a regular cactus farm. There's 10 plants, They grow, they break, they flop into the hoppers, they feed into the chain. So a lot of hoppers to get cactus. This might end up coming down just because I don't know if we need it. I might end up trying to see if I can find maybe a one slice zero tick cactus farm or something. You know what I mean? We certainly don't need to be zero ticking more than one piece of cactus. So we might end up seeing if we can do something like that. Maybe like something we did for the kelp. Maybe we do something like that for the cactus. And we could probably even take this design and revamp it to fit cactus. So that we might end up doing that in the long run. But for right now, that's what we got going on. We got all of our farms going. And I'm pretty pumped up. And I even kind of working. Now these blocks are temporary. The logs and the stairs, that's all just temporary. I just wanted to get an idea of what our barn layout was going to look like. And I think eventually, oh, we got to sleep. We got to sleep, people. So yeah, this is all temporary. This is all temporary, just something to kind of lay out a rough interior, right? This is kind of what it's going to look like. I'll probably end up putting a wool farm in right here, an automatic wool farm, so we can actually feed wool into it. And we'll probably just have maybe a few storage chests right here. Maybe we'll drop into the ground with it. We probably won't run it over there because I don't know why we want to run our wool and store it with our plants and stuff. So now that I've rambled on and bored you guys with the farm barn action, actione, let's get over here and we're gonna leave it up. We're gonna keep going. We kind of put the hold on the gunpowder for a minute. I did do some creeper chopping, get us a couple more stacks of rockets. Auto smelter. Ooh, maybe we should put that in there instead of a wool farm. Now we'll do our own building for an auto smelter. We'll do an actual building by itself for that. So iron farm, that's the thing. That's the thing. And I wanted to add something while we're here. Gold farm. Bam. I want to get a gold farm up. We got our nano farm over there. We talked about that for our carrots, and I talked about how I would like to get into golden carrots as a food source. So the other half of that equation is gold. So we are going to get into a gold farm fairly soon. And one good thing is there's a good design from Navy Nexus, and it also doubles as an XP farm. So not only can we farm gold for our food supply, we can also get XP to repair our gear, and our gear needs it. I actually spent some time repairing Silky Smooth, but our axe is just about done for. Our subscribe shovel is just about done for. So we're definitely gonna have to put that on the agenda. All right, dudes. Now that we have, oh look, we got somebody's over there hassling Frank. Man, you got a lot of customers, Frank. Woo! The shop is busy. Look at Frank, man, taking care of all those people. I guess we just better wait in line. Excuse me, sir. Oh. It's like Black Friday in here. Hey, Frank. I'm gonna go work on the iron farm. Just want to stop in and say hey. Later, Frank. Alright, dudes. Let me gather up my stuff, and we're going to go put together an iron farm. Alright, dudes. We're out here at the iron farm location. This is where we're going to build. And we are a few hundred blocks from... We're a few hundred blocks from the Glade. That village right there was a zombie village. We explored pretty early in Breadstick's world, and I went ahead and tore out all the beds from the zombie village. I tore out all the beds and I made some extra beds, so one of these chests has, yeah, we've got some beds there, and I've actually got some more white wool somewhere. Yeah, so we can make a few more beds if we need to, which we might. I think we need 20, and I didn't quite have 20. But this is it. This is where we're at. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start on this farm. Now we're going to talk about a few things today. And the topics I have in mind are pretty simple. We're going to talk about the farm itself. We're going to talk about the 1.16 update. And we're going to talk a little bit about rage quitting. All right. Now, like I said, we're going to talk about a few things. I hope you guys don't mind a voiceover, but I could not place blocks and talk at the same time. I tried. It was terrible. So first thing we're going to touch on, this farm. While we're placing some blocks here, I want to give credit where credit is due. This farm was designed by Old Guy. And I don't know if you guys have ever checked out his channel, but if not, you should. The thing I love about Old Guy is he is on top of bedrock iron farms, which is great. We need somebody to be, right? Somebody in the community needs to be on it. Those iron farms have sucked for so long. They're terrible. They are just awful. And the problem with that is so many things need iron, right? I mean, early game, you need it for gear. Late game, you need it for all kinds of craftable things like rails, hoppers. Hoppers are a big one. They're super expensive, right? Buckets, mine carts, things that you decorate with like iron bars or lanterns. I mean, it's in everything. Redstone components like pistons and even workstations, right? Even some of the workstations need iron to craft. And it's just super important material, and it has been really neglected in bedrock for a long time. So that's what I love about Old Guy. He is on top of it, and this farm he put out was originally released for 115. That's the title of the video, and I'm going to link that video in the description, okay? So you guys can go and check it out for yourselves and check out Old Guy. So the title of the video is the 115 Iron Farm Update. And that's a little misleading, I know. We touched on that briefly before. 115 was the name. I guess, I don't know. Is that a name? I don't know. Is this a number? I don't know. That's a designation of this update that's supposed to be coming out, right? It was the parity update. They're gonna bring us up to date with Java, right? Well, they pushed it back. Which, I mean, it could be a good thing, right? That could be a good thing. Work out some of the kinks, right? So I'm not throwing a fit, and I'm excited about the new update. The mechanics changes, all the new nether blocks and nether stuff is going to be awesome. I'm super excited. Can't wait. I've been trying not to explore our nether too much. That way, we don't have to travel too far to get those new biomes, right? But I'm getting sidetracked. Iron's super important, and I was trying to wait for this new update, okay? I was trying to wait to do this farm for this new update, but I can't wait anymore. I cannot wait anymore. I don't know about you guys. I know I haven't showed a whole lot of the caving and the branch mining and stuff on but I do so much of it. I do. This is my first YouTube series, my first like YouTube world, and you do so much behind the scenes, and you don't even realize it. And to make a good episode, you want to be prepared. You want to have the stuff, and it's just hard to do with iron. It's hard to do. So I couldn't wait any longer. I was trying to hold off. I couldn't. I can't wait any longer. We're going to get this farm up today. We're going to get some iron, and I'm super pumped. Super pumped. So 115 Iron Farm is the name of the video, even though technically it's now the 116 update. And even though this farm right now, the farm we're building is only going to give us probably 32 to 40 ingots per hour, which, I mean, it's not great. It's better than having to cave every stinking time you want to do a project, right? It's going to give us something. But when the new update comes out, it's supposed to be 10 times that rate. So that means 320 to 400 ingots per hour. I mean, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I'm so pumped for that. So anyway, that's why we're building it. We can't wait. We got to get going. We need the resources. We need the iron. And that's why I wanted to get this down today. Now, next topic. Rage quitting. Man, if you have Minecrafted for any length of time, I started Minecrafting in 2014. If you have Minecrafted for any length of time, you know about the rage quit, right? So hit me up in the comments. Let me know, what was you guys' first big rage quit? What was the cause behind it? I know for me, my first huge rage quit was when the Wither was brand new. What was that? A few years ago? The Wither was new. I was still playing on the Xbox, and I got smoked. The Wither just smoked me. I mean, not only did he smoke me, but he destroyed all my gear. Every single bit of it. He opened up a pocket of lava, killed me, and all my gear fell in the lava. Now this was like, I mean, I was, still pretty inexperienced Minecrafter at the time. I've been playing a while, but I was still doing the square box houses and the roller coasters. There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely. That's the natural progression of Minecraft, right? But I hadn't found the online community yet. I was still just playing around on my own, having a good time. And I had spent so long grinding for that gear and really hadn't learned anything about setting up an infrastructure so you had the ability to replace items when they were lost and that sort of thing. And I was so mad. Dudes, I didn't play Minecraft for like 3 weeks. I rage quit December. I remember it was right around Christmas time, right before Christmas time. And I don't think I Minecrafted until mid-January. It was like 3 weeks. I was so mad. But that was my first big rage quit. That's when you first really find out how much you love Minecraft. So hit me up in the comments. Let me know what made you rage quit your very first time. Hashtag it, rage quit, and tell me what it was. Was it a death? Did you die to the Wither? Did you fall into the void? Did you have a redstone farm barn break while you were AFK? Let me know, what was your first big rage quit? I want to hear it in the comments. Okay, let's get back into it. We've got a lot of blocks laid down. Let's get back into it and see what's going on with the iron farm. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that little time-lapse chat. We got a ton of blocks laid down, a ton of progress made, and here she is. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. The farm is pretty much, it's all up. It's all pretty much up. I did transport over the first villager. Just as kind of a test to see how hard it's going to be. It's going to take a minute. Our villager breeder is actually several hundred blocks in that direction. So, yeah, that's going to be a chore. I will probably go ahead and cut out, and I will just make a progression cut here. We will move all 20 villagers, well, 19. I got my test guy bobbing up and down there. We'll move the other 19 villagers in. We'll get their workstation set. I think what I'm going to do is probably 10 masons, right? And then 10 clerics right along this line. And my reasoning behind that is the masons sell some cool blocks, and I want to be able to get that relatively easily. We can get a hold of brick, and we can get a hold of terracotta, which is cool because we haven't found a mesa yet. And then the clerics will help us get rid of our rotten flesh when we get a gold farm up, and it will also give us easy access to lots of ender pearls. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that's the best way to go. Now, we cannot put any librarians, farmers, or fishermen in here because they don't work during the rain. And if they're not working, you're not getting iron golems. And like I said, I'm going to link old guy's video in the description, and he explains all that stuff. You can get the deets on it. You know what I'm saying? But there it is. I mean, that's the monstrosity. That's the monstrosity. I hope you enjoyed the time lapse, laying all the blocks. And I'm going to go ahead and cut out of here and get some villagers moved in, and we'll be right back because we want to get all this done today. Woo! Ravine flyby. Oh, let's do this hoop. Let's do the hoop. We're coming in hot. Oh, nailed it, baby. All right, breadheads, we are back, and look at that. Look at that. All the villagers are in, right? 10 masons. The other side over there is 10 clerics. All the beds are in. You can see we've got some golems spawning in already. Which that's a good sign. Good sign, right? So the last thing we gotta do is we gotta put our lava in, and we gotta put our water in, and then we just gotta wait for that sweet, sweet iron to roll in. So let's do that. Okay. So we just need to put a lava bucket there, and that should work out for us. Yes it did. Yes, it did. So let's put our water in here, Beautiful. All right, let's get down to the next layer and let's do the exact same thing. All right, here we go. It's getting nighttime. Let's get this bottom in. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. All right, that lava is in. Let me get this water put in, and I'll be right back, and we're going to get some iron going. See you later, my old friend. Farewell till we meet again. You will be missed in the glade, but your bits will be used to make lots of hoppers. All right, this is it. This is it, breadheads. We are officially in the iron farming business. We don't have to do any more caving. I couldn't be more pumped. Man, I guess this is a good place to wrap it up. It's been a long episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the time-lapse chat. It's taken me a couple days to get this together. It was a lot of fun, and I'm super excited that we're farming iron. Oh, one last thing before we go. I almost forgot. I did want to do one thing together before we go, and that is diamond related. I did some caving to get the iron to put this build together, and we have got a shulker box mess is what we got. We have got 22 diamond ores. Now I want to see how many diamonds we can get from this, right? Let's do this. Let's stack jump up 22 diamond ores. I mean, that's just how rich we are. We just use diamond ores to stack jump. You know what I'm saying? You know how breadheads do it. Here we go. We got 0 diamonds. 0 diamonds in the inventory. Oh, that's beautiful. Half stack. Come on, half stack. Oh, yo, yeah, more than a half stack. Look at that. 53 diamonds from 22 diamond ores. Woo! You can't beat that, breadheads. Thanks for joining me. I guess this is a good place to wrap it up. I hope you had a good time. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. And if you're brand new, maybe think about subscribing. Thanks for coming. Can't wait to see you guys in the next episode. Later, breadheads.